Hello again, everybody. This is Glenda with AKA GK Fralin of Friendly Community, and you're very welcome. Well, we're back in the process of doing a little more decorating, so I'm going to take you on another tour. You've seen that quite a bit, but it has some gifts under it. There's some boxes of stuff I still want to put up. I don't think I'm ever done. Okay. We had kind of a disastrous looking chimney, so I had Joe put these. We've had these huge stockings. They're just plastic stockings we use for decoration. We've had those things for I don't know how many years. And so he put the Happy Holidays there. We used to put it on a door, but right now it's there. Golly. So that's where we are so far. And with the garland, of course. And the overhead. Now that turns red. Now let's see, it's got the blinking. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's red. Sometimes it's not blinking, sometimes it is. Whew. Heavens. I've got 3 more of those little things over there. Want to see me melt down? No, I don't think I'll have to do that, but I was hoping, see, I found this outside in all of the boxes of stuff that see, when we cleaned that room out, we had to take a whole bunch of stuff out on the porch or down in the basement. And I went out there and I found these, but, because I thought, well, these little tiny ones would be great for these little things that I made. There's only 3 of them in a package. And this is an old package, probably from a year or so ago, and it's a $6 package. And it cost me almost 3 times as much to get half as many as I need. So I guess I'm going to have to gift wrap every single one of these little things. It's not the end of the world, but I want to complain for a minute. Can I do that? Do you think Santa will quit coming to my house? Oh, it's not that big a deal. I just had my heart set on it. Oh, I was ready to put all that paper away, and now I got to make all those little packages. So I guess for now, I'm going to put them away because they're all done. I'm going to put all of them away somewhere. Probably in my little 3-drawer cart over here. And I've got one thing of fabric I never even opened up, which is good because, I don't know, didn't have to open it up, that's why. I got key rings left instead, in case anybody wants any more. They're probably going to laugh at me anyway. But whatever. It was kind of cool making them. And if nothing else, hopefully they'll be surprised if they haven't been watching what I've been doing here. So, whew. Breathe. In through the nose. You know, oxygen doesn't do you a lot of good if you don't breathe in through your nose and you've got a cannula that is in your nose. But when your nose is a little runny, that's enough. I'll talk to you later. We're remodeling a room. Now, when we moved here, we moved from a great big house to a smaller house, which makes sense. There's only the 2 of us left. But we thought we cut down a lot more than we did. But actually, I think we had most of it under control, but we decided to redo this one room and make it into an office and studio. kind of like a craft room and all of that. Well, that means you have to move everything out. Anyway, he ended up ripping out the room. The old plaster and lath and all of that. So he's been working on that project for a couple of months. Because it's just him. Because, you know, I mean, everybody has their own stuff going on. And so anyway, but that's why we've got so much out on the front porch and in the basement. So I go shop. I had this one the other day where I said something about I go shopping on my front porch. Because I do. Oh. The stuff that's in the basement isn't, I don't know what else down there, to tell you the truth. But anyway. So he came home today and I dug out more stuff and he says, "What's all that?" I said, "Well, it's stuff that I want to put up to decorate. There's some of the stuff my grandma made and that didn't fit on the tree, this, that, and the other thing. Oh, or it was too heavy for the tree. Some of it other family members have made. We do almost all homemade decorations anymore because there just simply isn't enough room for any store-bought ones that we ever bought. So, because our family has had a tradition now since my kids were babies, and they're in their 40s, 30s and 40s. Anyway, a family making ornaments, things you put on trees at Christmas time. But also I found these. I got them to use, yeah, they're little baby fleece blankets, I know. And I didn't think, I forgot all about them. So none of my grandkids got them. Never even got to use them at my house. No, I thought, when I found them, I thought, good, I found my backdrops, because that's what I got them for years ago, was to use as backdrops when I, took pictures of just stuff. And so I was going to use them for backdrops, because I like to take pictures of the grandkids and stuff, and my walls haven't always looked so great. But anyway, over the years, a lot of walls. This is what, house number 5, and we're not flippers. We're redoers and live in it until we don't live in it anymore. But anyway, it's beside the fact. So it's clean most of the time, but when we decide, well, a room needs to be done, then we tear everything out again and move it someplace to get it out of the way. And sometimes that's into the dining room, because you can't put business papers out on the front porch. You just can't do it. So anyhow, long explanation for something that ain't your problem. But the kids from my granddaughter, she's 18. She just turned 18 in October. I've got a grandson that turned 18 in May. And another one that'll turn 18 next March. They wear me out. Anyway, 2 of them are driving now. So, but the 18-year-old Tiffany, she brought her friends from church over, and they sang Joy to the World. Oh, it was wonderful. I did film it, but not all of them are 18, and so I can't put them in the vlog without without their parents' permission. But I just love it. They stood around. I was sitting right here, and they just stood around me in a kind of a, semicircle or whatever. And I did film them. I panned the camera around, and and stuff, and it was just gorgeous. They sing so well together. You can tell that they've been doing it in church on a regular basis, and it just means the world to me because I just can't, you know, I miss getting to go to the programs, you know, their school programs and that kind of stuff, because, well, it's just not, the school, you can get a wheelchair in there, but you have to kind of go a long way around. I don't know. I don't understand it. I really don't know how they've got it set up for that because, I mean, even when I was first on oxygen, I used to go, but it was getting to the point where getting up and down those stairs, 2 flights of stairs, and standing in line to get out the door into the car was just getting to be a little much. So anyway, it finally came to a point where I had to. Now, I did get to go to my grandson's graduation because they held it in the big auditorium, which is fairly new and is yay. But anyway, I so enjoyed their singing tonight. It made me feel so special because I only get one song because then they have to go to somebody else's house. But Tiffany made sure they come here. Now, last year I talked them into one chorus of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" extra. I just didn't want it to stop. So anyway, but I didn't hold them up this year. They did a beautiful job, and I was just so happy. But they never announce. If they'd announce, I would have something for them. You know, I don't know. I don't make cookies anymore, but I'd have to buy some. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, snort, excuse me. Oh, what a day. Oh, by the way, I was complaining to Joe about not having the little bags to put those little gifts in that I just finished. I said, oh, maybe I'll just hang them on there. He said, I thought they were stocking stuffers. And I said, well, they are. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're supposed to go. They're stocking stuffers. We don't do big gifts under the tree anymore. We give them money because trying to figure out what all of them want, forget it. Anyway, but we like to do a little something, you know. So anyway, this year they're getting a little handmade thingamabob. Some of them may not know what it is yet, so I'm just going to call it that. Anyway, but, lost a dear friend. He happens to be my daughter's father-in-law, or was. He passed away. And so, prayers for that family. You know, nice thoughts anyway. I'm not going to give any names because they're just starting their grieving process. I just don't think it would be appropriate, but anyway. But I love all of you, and I will be doing something more tomorrow. Maybe I'll figure out something ahead of time since I haven't got any stories right now. Anyway, love you all. Spread that cheer. Give somebody a hug and or a high five or something. At least give somebody a smile. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.